another question about bedwetting, which we discussed earlier. It says, I want to know. My three children are all in their teens, but they still wet their bed. I'm sure he wants to know if there's a problem.
Yes, teens should not wet their bed. After 6 to 8 years, people should not wet their bed. So teens should not wet their bed. Now it's 3 teens. So I'm thinking probably there's a family history, because if your parents wet the bed, maybe the mom, then the children also tend to wet the bed. Yeah. So the same answer to the first question. So you start with modifying their behavior. Don't drink liquids close to bedtime, use the washroom, and then they will need to be woken up. They are big people, they are big children, so they may be able to wake up when a timer is set for them. So maybe around when you use the washroom before you go to bed, then around midnight the timer goes, and then you need to go and use the washroom. And maybe a bit closer to the morning the timer goes, then you need to go and use the washroom. The same thing as if the parents or somebody else was waking them up, but because they are big, I think they could take responsibility for that one. And then in addition to the behavior, what you can also do, because these ones are teens, is that when they wet the bed, then they must clean up after themselves. So that also sends a message to the brain that it's not okay to be wetting the bed. Okay. Now, there is, apart from the behavioral management, there's medication. It's just that for those that are young, mostly because they may not be developmentally ready, we are not in a hurry to use medication. So this can also be looked at. So the child needs to go to hospital. So we'll start from the behavioral management, and then if the children are still wetting the bed, then there is medication. Of course, you will have to still exclude a lot of things. Is the infection? Are they reacting to stresses within the family? But because it's all three, I'm guessing that they may not be, it's not stresses. It's just, yes, they are wetting the bed.
Doc, the issue of children not taking fluids very close to bedtime. I know of some children, toddlers, who will wake up in the middle of the night asking for water. Is that normal?
Yes, that's fine. We are talking about people or an age group that shouldn't be wetting their beds.
All right, sure.
Yes, but as for children, their tummies are small. So the small children, toddlers, their tummies are small. So they can't hold a lot of things at once. So when they eat a little, they drink a little, that's fine. They go to bed, they wake up, they want some fluid, water, you can give it to them.
Okay.
You don't expect, say, a 3-year-old, 4 even, to be dry at night. So that's fine.